Coach, first of all, you mentioned it. Why Huffman? A lot of people said, why Huffman? What is it about this place? And the first day, it already feels like family.
Just that, man, being able to get in here and to be a part of a school where they want to be great. They want to excel. I think Dr. Lyons and Coach Ward have a vision that we both share the same of what it looked like and what we want to do moving forward. Like I tell folks, man, I want to be where God wants me to be next. And I truly believe that this is my next assignment. This is the place that God has led me to be, to come over here and help build, not only, the program, but to help build these young men up too. And even these young ladies that's here in the hallways too. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm just ready to get to work, just ready to learn my guys, learn the kids, learn the community in general.
Coach, I see some red trophies over here, and I know there's plenty of red trophies over in Pleasant Grove. Yeah. You like hardware, but you want to be blue.
Yes,
what is it going to take for you to get this team into championship caliber?
Man, we got to work, and if always that starts with, the weight room. I think that's the biggest thing right now outside of understanding what I have and what's here is being able to get these young men stronger, to get them faster, to give them the things that they need to be successful, whatever they look like, from learning the game to getting better at learning and understanding the game. My hats off to Coach Bivens and the guys that came before us that was here, man. They did a good job, with the resources and the things that they had, so my hats off to them. But it's going to take work. You know that and I know that. When it's said and done, want to come in and change the culture and truly believe that we're going to come in and protect the standard and create that standard. When we say culture, the culture is how we act, interact and react with each other and with the community. So I think that's one of the biggest things that we're going to have to come and do. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, and it's going to take some time, but the goal is to do just that.
You have a little history with Dr. Lyons. Now you're a part of the BCS family. Just talk about what that means to you.
It means a lot. It's all about relationships, especially in this profession. In education in general, in order to be successful, you got to have those relationships. So it's good that I have a relationship with Dr. Lyons, even prior to. When I was trying to get into coaching, he was one of the ones that, hey, you need to go back and get certified. You need to do these steps. You need to take this step in order to put yourself in a position to truly do what you want to do. So to have that on my side is also great, having that relationship. Man, being here in Birmingham City, man, I'm excited. I have a lot of family that's a part of the Birmingham City school system already. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the growth that AD Pope and Dr. Sullivan, the superintendent, that they're doing for the city of Birmingham school system. So I'm just excited to get to work.
Last question for me. Speaking of getting to work, what is your first order of business?
Talking to the kids, and building a rapport with the kids. Once I'm able to get here and get inserted in here full time, just finding out what need to be doing, creating a calendar. Having a game plan going in, and we have that, going forward, and things that we need to do to get situated, finding out how they're doing in the classroom, who's passing, who's not passing, who's close to passing, just trying to make sure we don't lose any guys. And the biggest thing, man, making sure that, guys that's supposed to be here, that they come back to Huffman. Guys that's thinking about leaving, that you don't have to leave home, you can stay here. So I'm not afraid to say that. We know and understand what it is. Not taking away from anybody else around here in the different programs in the area, but I just want to make sure that we're able to build the best brand of football that we can build over here at Huffman High School, and I'm definitely excited to get started on doing that.
What kind of style of football you guys going to play over here?
Offensively, we're multi-formation, spread offense, but if I got to run triple option, I'll run triple option. I'm versatile at being able to fit and do what needs to be done with the team that we have. Defensively, we're going to get to the football. We're going to get half of the football. We're going to play all three phases of the football game, especially in offense and defense. We're going to be multiple on defense and making sure we can do what we're able to do with the guys that we have. And I kind of stole this one from Coach Kerry Stevens, one of my mentors. We're going to play physical, filthy football. We're going to be filthy physical in everything that we do with playing the game and want to go out and dominate every day.
I got one, Coach. Coaches are judged by the stats and what they do on the field, but it sounds like you're interested in building young men off the field as well.
I think that's the championships. When young men go out to college and finish college or or start careers. You know, I think those are the ultimate goals. I think those are the wins that we have to take advantage of also. You know, I've been blessed to coach a lot of great football players. You know, I have a kid playing the national championship Monday. You know, have an opportunity to play in the collegiate level. You know, I got a kid that's has a chance to get drafted this year. You know, when I first met the kid, he wasn't even on schedule to graduate high school. You know, and now he's a college graduate with a chance to go to the NFL. You know, those are the wins. Those are the championships. You know, and if you can build the whole person, then the football stuff gonna be easy.